Hi, my name is Christopher Stapleton. I'll be doing the Ephraim computer class. It's a free class for anyone who'd like to attend. We're going to be talking about desktop, laptop, tablet, and phones. These are all devices that have computers on them or in some way represent a computer. They have an operating system and they have uh, lots of terminology and things that are important to know. So we're going to talk about, I just want to introduce myself and some of the things that I'd like to talk about. Uh, I know a lot of people don't know who I am, or we've been in Ephraim for about a little over a year now. We really enjoy it here. Love the small city here. Um, so down at the bottom, I have some pictures of stuff that we're going to be going over. I also have this camera right here that is for my pencils. I do some art videos and streaming and whatnot. Excuse me. I'm a visual instructor, and for the class, we're going to be talking a lot about, um, like I said, desktop, laptop, tablet, and basically those are desktop and laptop. That's more for like PC and Mac, whereas mobile devices, they cover a lot more like iOS and Android and Windows, etc., etc. And there's other mobile devices that are included, like tablets and phones. Those are also mobile devices. So we're going to go over all of that, and we're going to have pretty much like this. There's going to be a table at the library, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it cut in half pretty much. I'm going to have we're going to have a desktop, have a laptop, a tablet, and a phone. It's kind of small, but if we can imagine that over here, it'll be kind of mirrored. A tablet, and then a phone, something like that. That one's not, maybe that's a square phone. So I have been in art and learning about computers most of my life. I have been on the computer since I was about 6. I remember it was in kindergarten, I learned on the old floppy disks that were about yay large, and you put them in the drive, and that's where I learned to play Oregon Trail. And grew up on the computer, and it's been a great instructional thing for me, and I've brought a lot of it into my life. I'm also a traditional and digital media artist. I do both sculpting, painting, drawing. Both traditionally, I do watercolor, both on the computer, or both on traditionally and digitally, meaning on the computer. So I can draw, shapes and whatnot really quickly. But what we're going to be going over for the computer repair, I just wanted everyone to know who I was, and I went to school at the Art Institute of Seattle. I started in media arts and animation, got my bachelor's degree, and I also I was able to switch over and get my other degree, which is the game art and design bachelor's. The school actually closed recently, but I had one class from getting my media arts and animation, which was just a portfolio class, so I count it, even though I have all the credits. I have my degree for the game design, not that it matters or anything, but I don't actually have my second degree, even though I have all those credits, and I can't do anything about it because the school closed. But oh well, live and learn, and I still have all the experiences. I have a variety of books. I like to talk about, in the computer class, resources that people would get interested into, such as checking out books at the library. That's why the logo for the Ephraim computer class is kind of a book. You know, it's like, here, let me just draw it on here. It looks like this. It's kind of similar, like that. It's not as long this way, but I wanted it to kind of look like a book, you know, be kind of stylish and whatnot, because we're going to be doing it at the library. And basically, I talk about a lot of different things on my website, coldwhitefire.com. It's that logo up in the corner. It just represents an authentic and it's an authentic and eternal light that radiates within. I'm writing a book on it, and it's basically just the passion and inspiration and motivation that I have in my life that keeps me going, working on my art, working on computers, sharing information with others, networking, all that inner energy that works through me and gives you that creativity to be able to help other people. So we also do engraving, artwork. Basically, I work with my wife. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to post this on Facebook on the page for Ephraim Computer Class. I hope everyone enjoys the class. It's basically we'll have an hour for discussion around this table. It's going to be in the back of the library on the first floor. You go up the steps around the corner, and it's over in the back. So we'll have devices. I'm going to explain basically like I'm going to explain, sorry I got a cold. I'm going to explain about all of the devices, both on Mac and PC. Some of the devices that we'll be using are a Windows machine, desktop, Windows machine, laptop. We'll be talking about a Chromebook as a tablet, and we'll also be talking about an Android phone. I know a lot of people out there that have both. Some people, you know, they prefer the Android versus the iOS, and vice versa. I've used both. All the things that I have to display are my own, and I hope it will be very informative. I hope people ask questions. And so what's going to happen is we're going to start February 7th, the Friday. So every week we're going to have a class for the month of February. So February 7th, we're going to have a class on Friday from 11:30 to 12:30. And then it's not just going to be a lecture. I'm going to talk about some things around the table. Over here in this area, we're going to have a camera. My wife is going to be video cameraing me, and basically, so I'll be kind of here and whatnot and running around, and my wife will kind of just make a video that we can post on the group if you're not able to make it. So you'll be able to see all 4 weeks. We're going to have 4 weeks of classes talking about the anatomy of a computer, anatomy of computer devices, and what we're going to do is I'm going to describe these things, these devices. I'm going to describe secondary devices like peripherals. A peripheral could be a mouse or a thumb drive, a keyboard, any type of audio interfaces or pianos if you're a digital piano. If you have all kinds of other things like, for example, I have some examples here. I've got a burner. It's kind of huge, but this is my burner. Basically, I plug that into the computer and I can burn discs on our for our customers that can last up to 1,000 years. So we're going to talk about all the ports and stuff on the back. So like this stuff, this is a different kind of port. This is a power port and the on and off switch. We'll talk about this later, and all of the intricacies and details there. We're also going to talk about, I have a glossary that I made of basic terms. There's 2 pages and it's very informative. I have a syllabus, And it's also on, if you go to the Ephraim website, there's a community group, and there's files there that everyone can download. I also have, I made bookmarks. So these papers, the library is going to print off. So you can have the syllabus, you can have the content, what we'll be talking about, how long it will be. So just to explain a little bit more, move this stuff aside. So when we're around this table, anyone can walk around and look at stuff while I'm talking to it, as long as you know that it's going to be recording. And so if you don't mind doing that, that's fine. If not, you can, you can stay over here in this area, or you can stay over here, because this is just going to capture kind of this area in here. And so if you don't mind being in a video, that's fine. You can come look around. It's mostly going to be on me, because I'd like to, not that I'm arrogant or special or anything, I just would like to share this video with on YouTube and then put it on Facebook on the computer class group, so other people can get involved, they can see it, they can share it, they can find out what's going on, who's teaching it, etc., etc. It's a free course. We'll be teaching it all year, and I'm going to try and do my best to be there on Fridays. So it's 11:30 to 12:30 every Friday starting in February, and from 12:30 to 1:30 I'll also be there as for a one-to-one. So I'll be able to meet with people individually, or those who have questions. We can also ask questions during the 11:30 to 12:30 session also. It's not rigid or anything. I just want to help people understand and whatnot. If they have questions, we can resolve those questions. Feel free to come on the Facebook if you know how to use it. Ask some questions, share it with your family members. Anyone is invited. You don't have to be not knowing the computer, but if you'd like to increase your skills, increase your knowledge, share your knowledge, comment. If you have any concerns or problems or troubleshooting that you need some help, just come to the group, or come to the activity, the event at the Ephraim Public Library in Ephraim, Utah. It's for all of Sanpete County and counties around. So feel free, if you're in Utah County or other surrounding counties, to come and have a great time. Just a couple more things is that basically I'm living in Ephraim, and I have two businesses. One's Cold White Fire. Like I said before, it is basically a graphics company, and I have another company. It's a creative engraving. It's a laser engraving company. So I can, I'll be making courses and selling artwork and designs and music. I also sing and record music as an audio engineer and an artist. I have a lot of experience, a lot of background, even though it's been a really tough journey, but I'm grateful for it. It's helped me to become who I am. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope you enjoy this upcoming classes in February. Classes for March, April, May, etc., will be based on the needs of the users in those who come to the group, the users who would like to ask questions. They want to know about this and this and that more in detail. We will go into those topics more in detail at the next month. So if you have questions and concerns and you want to know specifically about, hardware, software, social media, those are all things that we can address. We can make videos for them. We can put them on YouTube. We also can share that with other people. And I'd like this to be a community that we grow together. So also on the Facebook page for the Ephraim computer class, which I will post this, there's also a group in there. And the group is where you can get the files. You can get all the content, syllabus, bookmarks, etc., etc. But most of that stuff will be printed off anyways, so when you come, you can just grab a piece of paper that you'll see, and then also, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm grateful that I can assist with this free course, these free courses and whatnot, and I look forward to meeting you, look forward to helping you resolve some of your concerns, and I hope that you have an awesome day, and I hope that something great happens to you today. All right, well, take care. I'll see you soon.